In this video, I'm gonna share the secrets that you never think of that is ruining your college life. From focusing on your major, smashing every class you take, to planning too much beforehand, and I bet we all do these things at some point in our student time without us even knowing. Also, when you look at it on the internet, most of the time people are either talking about how to get a 4.0 GPA or top performance, high productivity at school, but rarely we see people talking about how to ruin your college life. So yeah, here we are, how to ruin your college life. This might be a very Asian thing to say, but I heard a lot of people when they were little kids, their parents told them that if you finish your middle school, you have your freedom in high school, and they say the same thing in high school, and then once again in college. So it's very easy to fall into a trap that only focusing on your major. But to me, not exploring other genres or new hobbies or joining some school club is a total crime. College is a place that all kinds of different people, different thoughts, all being put together. And the best way to meet them is through school club. I met people in finance, I met people in computer science, we have tons of law students, and we definitely had a lot of interesting discussion going on in our coffee time, because different students, different majors, they all have a different point of view. But if you really don't want to join a school club, why don't you learn some new hobbies by yourself outside of school? Because student time is literally the best time to learn new things. So why don't you use your free time to learn something like how to make a great cup of coffee, or how to working out at the gym, or maybe you want to develop some side hustle that can make you more money, like video editing or music productions. I think they are all pretty good as long as you don't do nothing. Because if you're only focusing on your major in your college life, once you're looking back, you're probably gonna regret that you're not lifting weight earlier. You're not starting that YouTube channel that you always wanted, because college time is literally the best time to start a YouTube channel, or not join the school club to learn investment. So don't only focusing on your major, go try out different things, go explore different genres, and go experience other aspects of life.
Sure, my GPA might drop a little bit. I might not have a 4.0 for very long. But to be honest, it's a lot less scary to me to consider losing half a GPA point than it is to consider losing my passion.
If you are just showing up at school but not talking to a student that is around you, I think that is a big mistake. Even if you are an introvert, I still think that you need a certain level of communication on a daily basis. I consider myself an introvert, but I still have a certain amount of basic interaction with my friends and with my classmates. Something like morning, how's your day, what's your next class, or I'll see you around. That's it. A simple hello and how's your day is definitely better than keep your head down and not talking to anyone. Just give a nice impression to other people, because you will never know when will you guys need to work together or help each other out. Or maybe you will meet some incredible people throughout this way. I think us humans are definitely need some friends around throughout our life, plus you cannot really be alone in your entire life. And if you think you're bad at communicating, college is literally the best time to practice. I'm not asking you to be an extrovert if you are an introvert. I just want you to have a balance and find the best way to interact with people. And I think in college, learning how to interact with people is just as important as getting your degree. Also, I recently found out that even speaking and communicating needs to maintain, because I found myself hard to talk to people after stay at home and not talking for a while. As a recent graduate student, I spend most of my time at home and at gym the entire June. So it's just pretty much me, myself, and I and my family. And I realized that I lost my ability to create a comprehensive sentence. It was until I hang out with my friend for a few hours and things are back to normal. So please, having some level of interaction with people around you on a daily basis. Otherwise, you might end up like me, losing your ability to talk, which is not the ideal thing you want to have. I think a lot of us oftentimes don't realize that how important having a goal is, and one of the most dangerous things that you can do is definitely living your college life without any goals. You can imagine living without any goal is driving around without any destinations. You don't know where to go in your life, so you're just cruising around and the time just slowly pass. You're looking back once in a while and realize that you already wasted half of your precious time in school. Living without any goal, at your free time you might just stay at home and play some video games or staring at your screen until you go to bed, which is definitely not the ideal life you want to have in your college student life. I'm not really good at breaking down a long-term goal into a small practical goals, but I do tend to have a goal for every semester or every year, and I do recommend you do this as well. At least set up a goal for every semester or every year, or just for a period of time. Maybe you want to learn some Blender or learn some music productions. Just set up a realistic goal that you can actually achieve. And after that, do it! In this way, you are more likely not to doom scrolling in your free time or simply just living a more meaningful life. And also at the same time, you can acquire some skills or some new habit along the way. If you want to take this to a step further, I would say set up a yearly goal, and after that, trying to analyze in order to achieve this yearly goal, what kind of actions I need to take, and turn those actions into goals that you can achieve. And same thing applies to your life. You can set up a 10-year goal, 5-year goal, 1-year goal, what kind of person you want to be in the future, what kind of action you need to take, and breaking down those final results into small practical actions. This will definitely change your life and stop living like an NPC, which you will definitely regret after your graduation. During your time in college, you might hear a lot of people talking about some crazy ideas they want to achieve, but I think 90% of them are not going to happen. They might just be too lazy to even try it, and in some cases, you might see a lot of people just spending too much time on planning and dreaming and worry about things that might happen instead of actually doing the thing they want. Of course, you might want to calculate the risk and spending and study the market if you want to start a business, but sometimes people just overly worry about too much, and at the end of the day, they've done nothing at all. Take starting a YouTube channel, for example. You pick your niche, you know your target audience, you know your style, and finally you study some videos from your competitors. And that's pretty much it. That's all you need to do beforehand, and after that, just start to make videos. Do it! And you adjust your strategy on the go. You might realize your thumbnail and titles are not working. Your audience love the thing you never think of. These are all coming after you starting to make your videos. In other cases, these are all coming after you're really starting your own business. So less talking, more doing. Do it! Plus, if you really can calculate everything and plan everything beforehand, then no startup company will fail. Also, I think failing is fine. Please don't be afraid of failing in your student time. You are just a student. In some ways, you are almost guaranteed to fail. You know very little about business or selling products online. I do think that the more you fail in your student time, the better. That means you are actively figuring out what works for you and what is not. Also, the cost of trying in your student time is pretty much zero. You fail and what? You just go back to school, no one will judge you, you are just a student, and next day you're just going back to school and live your normal student life, and that's it. Also, even if you fail, you gain some experience on your resume, or you gain some skills. It's pretty much a win-win situation even if you fail at the end. Some people might not realize how privileged being a student actually is, and let me tell you why. Most of the companies do offer student discounts. For example, my YouTube Premium and my Spotify are all applied with student discount, so I pay significantly less money every month to use them. Also, Apple Back to School event, you don't want to miss that if you need a laptop or a tablet. So you get the idea. There are a lot of discounts out there that are waiting for you. Don't miss your opportunities, because once you graduate, they are never coming back. Also, the next important thing is, please go through every single government site and school websites. Please go through each one of them. There are so many resources out there that most of the students just don't know about. For me, for the longest time, I actually don't know that our local government provides free Adobe software account for every single student out there. Also, our school have free pro software and free magazine to read in our library. Also, we have entire set of Attack on Titans. A lot of useful resources and a lot of useful information might hidden in the place that you never think of. Just do me a favor, go through every single school website and your local government website. Please don't sacrifice your college experience and your personal rights because of this information gap. And that's pretty much it, guys. Drop a comment down below to let me know that what's the thing that you should definitely not doing in your college student life, and making sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see my other videos, I will put the link right here. And other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.